Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night, depending what time you're watching this next episode from me, Avomance. And we are on Avomancia. It is time to Avomance ourselves up again on the Avomancia Peninsula. That was a lot of Avomances, nothing like a little bit of self-promotion. Today, we have now got a freshly prepared iron farm, we've got a freshly prepared villager farm, and we have a lovely new extension to the mate space. What I've not got is a way to get XP, and given that we are in 113, what I've also not got is a way to get things like tridents and the like. So what I'm going to do, and I've already started it, you can see, I'm going to extend out this bridge just a little bit, and we're going to go out into the deep ocean, and I'm going to try and do something that, okay, there's a gazillion tutorials for on YouTube. This isn't a tutorial. If you want it on a tutorial, by the way, let me know and I'll do a tutorial for it as well. But I'm going to make something up a little bit that's just in my head that is going to combine some of the methods of doing drowned farms, but not so as you have to go down to the bottom of the sea. This is one that's on the top. So we're going to have a crack at that. Shall we ever go now? So first things first, I'm just going to, no, I don't want my chicken. I'm just going to get my wall and get all the way along on the wall because I'm a bit funny. It's got to look right, otherwise I'm just not going to be happy. And then if I crouch and come out, I'm just going to make a bit there. Then I'm going to put a bit on there. I should have done this. And then I'm going to come out another, 31 blocks. So we're going to do a bit of counting with Avo. Yeah, we are. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32. So that's our 32 blocks there. I'm going to do the same on the other side. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and create this nice look. So we've got this nice pattern over here. So I'm going to try and create along the side here a decent pattern for, there we go, a decent pattern for the world. So here we're just going to go 3, then we're going to go that there. You get the idea. We're just going to create something that looks like a nice road. You know, I do like my roads, and then on this side we're just going to fill that in with more of the stone. So I'm going to carry on. I'm going to get this out here. I've got plenty of stuff. Look, I've got plenty of stuff to start me off at the very least. So I'm going to go quite a long way, and I'll be back when I'm done. So I've laid out a load of track because I'm going to need a villager. That goes all the way back to my villager breeder that I did a couple of weeks ago. Oh, did you see the little dolphin doing a little jump there? Look, that's brilliant. So this has gone all the way along here to this kind of cubicle-y thing that I have made. Hang on, I need to eat. Hang on, I need to eat. Get that chicken inside you, boy. I think I might need to go and get more food, to be honest. I don't think I've got... No, I'm going to go and get more food in a minute. Anyway, so you can see this little cubicle I have constructed at the top here. Oh, this is longer than I thought. This is over 128 blocks from the mainland over there. Because that means that only the mobs that are kind of around here, i.e. mobs from the mainland, won't be affected if I'm stood over here. That's the theory. Anyway, so obviously if underneath the water under the seabed there are caves or something like that, we could get some mobs contaminating everything here. I need to make sure it's all lit up appropriately around here so as we don't get any mobs spawning around here as well. But ultimately what we've got here is a magma row with some trapdoors just to make it look quite fancy. I quite like the spruce trapdoors, and I said I like the dark oak trapdoors before. I think I've got a bit of a man crush on the spruce trapdoors as well. Anyway, and up here, if you see what we've got up here, if I come up here, this is the inside, and this is the chamber that we're going to be creating our collection. And down there you can see there's an hole, and what I'm going to do, I'm going to drop sand in there. And what that's going to allow me to do is see where the centre is when we go down. So what I need to do, where's my night vision potion? There we go. So we've got a night vision potion and a water breathing potion. So what that's going to allow us to do May as well fill these up with water whilst I'm going down. So that's going to... Oh, I don't like that cliff edge much. That's that could actually reduce the efficiency of the farm, but oh well. So that is... Oi! You just snuck up on me! Don't do that, you naughty little drowned person. Of course you're not holding a trident, which would have been handy. Right, so you got fishing rods. Is that supposed to scare me? What are you gonna... You're gonna fish me to death? Is that what you're gonna do? Fish me to death? That's not happening, boys. This is what I do to people that try and fish me to death. I stab them to death. What did we drop? A bit of gold. I'll have the gold. Might as well, right? Right, anyway. So I am trying to create something here. And it's not starting off very well. So I need to get myself a... let's use that. There we go. I'm going to get myself... Actually, I'm going to use my single bit of glowstone that I've got left. And I'm going to... Oh, he's still coming at me, look. Come on. Do you have to? Well, this is actually a good sign, because what it shows is that we're going to get plenty of drowns spawning in. That's not a bad thing. It does imply that there are less... what's going on here? Right, there does imply that there are less caves under here than perhaps I feared. So that's quite good. Just keeping an eye on. Just listen for the gurgling. I think that's what we need to do. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to build up a pod here that is basically all the way around this bit of glowstone. So as, the glowstone means there's nothing spawning in. I'm getting a bit nervous now. So I go in there, 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 and there. So then come up on top of that. I'm going to get another one there, 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 there. There, and there. Now, theoretically, I only need those, don't I, actually? So what am I doing all that for? Is my pick silk touch? Yes, it is. Okay, so that's useful. So I'm going to get rid of that. Get rid of that. Actually, no, I'm not. I want those. No, don't run away, glass. I want those in these bits. Otherwise, we can end up with some nasties going on. We are going to have... We need that like that. We need to make it so as anything we put in here can be seen. And I want to get... Now, this is an experiment. I'm not entirely sure if this is going to work, because I think it won't. But I'm going to put these trapdoors down here for now. And we can perhaps open them up later, because... Oh, okay. So I think I need to put that like that. Right, this is... I'm doing this on the fly, people. Don't judge me. We're going to need that like that as well. Now, these blocks are entirely waterlogged, aren't they? Which is going to make for an interesting day. No, not there. There. And there. So what we want to do is if I get rid of that, how am I going to get rid of that in there? Not sure. I need to think about how I'm going to achieve this. Hello, dolphin. Right, I'm going to think about how we're going to need to achieve this. But what I do need to do is I need to get myself a tower of... Oh, not there. Awesome. A tower of glass that goes all the way to the surface like this, because I need to be able to drop a villager in. So I'm just going to tower this up. Being able to breathe underwater certainly helps. Yeah, and come. Oh, now I've got to stop doing that, because that's annoying. And I'm going to come there and there. I've got more glass. I hope I've got enough glass. Otherwise I'm going to have to go get some more of that as well. So come around there. You get the picture. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to build a tower that goes all the way up to the top. And I'm going to run out of glass. I know I am. So I may as well just do it this way. Okay. And what that'll allow me to do is to drop a villager in. And hopefully, I need to work out how I'm going to stop him from drowning as well, don't I? How am I going to do that? If I put signs in, it won't matter, will it? Because they're going to be waterlogged. So let's see. I'm going to have to go and get some more stuff. Right, so if I put that there, that there, I'm going to have that bit of glass. And I'm going to come up, I'm going to take that. There we go, well, I'll keep that. And then theoretically I should be able to get onto that bit of glass, except I can't! Oh, this is going to be a joy, isn't it? Right. There we go, done it. Right, so there and there, there, and there, there, and there. I'm not going to reach it. No. Typical. I'm just a little bit short, and that drowns after me, look. Right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and get some more glass. I'm going to work out how I can drop the villager in here. And from there, I need to get some signs and try and work out a way of holding back the water. Oh, it's all very complicated, isn't it? I'll work it out, don't you worry. Right, I've worked it out. I was trying to think of way too complicated a method when actually all I need to do is lob a load of sand down there, innit? And that sand will take the place of the water. And then I just dig down in the sand and happy days, right? That's surely all I've got to do. So I'm just doing that now. And once I've got that, that should be filling up nicely and crouch so I don't fall in there. Yeah, you can see that's filling up all the way along. That's that, that's that, that's that, that's that. Why am I filling up anymore? I don't need to. Right, so then we get that there like that, and then come down and just all the way down. I'm a little worried about breaking the glowstone. We're nearly there. There we are. So now what I need to know is if I open that, yes it does. But that's okay. Because I don't think it matters, does it? If he's bobbing. In fact, you almost want the villager to be bobbing, right? And then... and I'm just trying to think. If I then... Right. So now I've got to work out. Now I've got to work out how I'm going to make sure that no extra water comes in. So if I then put that sign there... Do I want that sign there? No, I don't. If I then put that sign there, done, right? So that sign goes there. Any water that comes in over the top of this fella then won't come down because that sign will block it, right? That's the way it works. I'm sure that's the way it works. Right, so then what I want to do, if I take away, right, I've got to work this out really carefully. If I take that away, I then, hang on, have I got another water breathing potion? I've not got a night one though. If I drink that, that means I can, if I get that there, and that there, then what I've got to do, I've got to do that, and then that. Then I need to get that like that. So that then can't cause... Hang on. Someone's gurgling at me. I thought I heard you. Coming at me through the weeds? How is that fair? That's not the way we play fair, mister. Right. I tell you, if it's not blooming phantoms, it's drowned. How is that right? So we've got these like this. I just need to... If I get rid of that and that... He's coming as well. Come on. I'm going to get you. You know you're on for hiding, mate. Look, I got a big diamond sword with your name on it. There we go. Right, so swim across again and then get rid of that and that. So then what I need to do is I need to drop the villager down. See? I know I could work it out. I know I'd suss it. And then all I need to do is close off. Oh, look, I've got a load of this stuff. I can just collect this from the surface. Why not? Let's have that where I've just chopped it all up. Better that than nothing. Right, so that's like that. So now what I need to do is, oh, of course, I do need to get myself back up, don't I? Right, so if I then create myself a little set of steps so as I can get back up from under the water. I meant to do this last time and I forgot because I'm a wally. Get that there. Get that onto the step, onto the step. Oh, I want to keep it. Oh, no, there's a drown coming. You know what? I've got so much of it. I don't need it. It's fine. Come back up here. Right, so... No, so I got a bed. Those of you who were saying, Avo, take a bed. Well, guess what? I took a bed, so I'm sleeping, and the phantoms haven't tried to eat my face. It's a happy day. Right, so now what we've got to do is we've got to get our little villager fellas down there. Just want to check that drown's not trying to come out and eat my face from there. No. So I'm going to go and get the villager down. Then we've got to block it off. Then we've got to do the next bit. So I'll be back then. So I have released the villager. And of course it went running off ahead me down the track. And I'm hoping that it wasn't, I don't know, grabbed or blocked by some rogue poultry that seemed to be taking over the peninsula. But by the look of it, it looks like there is a villager sat in the pod waiting for me. What a good boy. Let me just get up there just to check he's all right and all happy. Coming up, coming up, coming up, coming up. Hello, villager. I'm sorry about that little thing. It was a bit of a ride, wasn't it? But what's going to happen is I'm going to take you out of that thing and I'm going to shove you down that hole. And once I've done that, you're going to stay there forever. So I'm sort of sorry, but then again I'm not, because hopefully it'll get me some tridents. I'll be back in a minute, little villager man. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to come down, and I need to go down to the bottom because we're not quite ready to do the villager drop-in thing just yet. So I need another water breathing potion. I need another night vision potion. And I need to go. Right, so let's get ourselves down there, because what I want to do is I want to take out a layer around here, like that, and like that. And actually I'm very tempted to take out, you know, it's not even tempted, I'm absolutely going to take out another layer, because it is necessary. Now I can hear some horrible noises. There we go. Right, so is there something coming for me? I hate when they do that. So now what I'm going to do, because this is obviously going to be using bubbles to get the stuff up. I wonder why that's not floating. So we're going to get soul sand all the way around, but I'm going to need to block off the soul sand in a bit. Otherwise, I'm not going to be able to work properly. 2 layers of soul sand all the way around. And that will create a bubble column all the way to the top. But not to the top, obviously, where the air is. And let me just get this around. I've run out of soul sand. Oh, I'm going to have to go and get more soul sand. That's fine. That is fine. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to put this. Otherwise, that happens. And that's really annoying. So I'm just going to cover up the soul sand that I've got. I've got loads of soul sand back at base. That's not a biggie. So that's going to allow me to work avec the villager. Oh, blimey. It properly moves you, doesn't it? It's really fast. That can go there, 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 and there. Okay, so I need how many more soul sand? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 more soul sand. That was an unsuccessful counting with Avo mission. What I am also going to get rid of is that and that, because they're not necessary either. And I reckon that's all right. So what I've got to do now is I've got to come back up, and I've got to, I may as well collect these bits whilst I'm at it. There we go. So I've got to come back up and shove our poor villager dude back inside that hole. Now the water should mean that he doesn't like die of, you know, fall damage, which would be terrible. I'd have to, mainly because I'd have to do it all again. Why have I lost that glass? Did I not place that glass in that corner there? Right, so if I go, that can go there. Right, so now what I want to do is, if I get rid of that, I'll have that back. I'll drop you down. Are you ready? Are you ready? Don't hold your breath or nothing. It's all right. I know you don't want to go, but you're going to. There you go. So hopefully he won't die because he'll fall in the water. So that's fab. I can then throw stuff away again. I've got to rebind my chuck away key. It just does my head in. I can go down again. And what I want to do is, so he's sat there quite nicely, thank you very much. Now this is the gamble. If I take away that, does it drown him? It doesn't look like it. And if I then put that there, he theoretically now should be blocked in, right? So I'm going to replace that back there. So if I then take away all of these like that, he should be right as rain. So, and he can just bob away there. He'll start to, theoretically, he'll start to attract nasties. So all I need to do now is I need to take away all this glass because it's in my way. I can then collect it up again, which is nice. If I stand on top here, I can reach some more. Like that. And then I'll come back with more of the soul sand in a minute because I need to do some work up the top. So I'll be back when I am at the next stage. So we're sort of nearly there. So I'm just going to come up here. I want to lob a block in there, come out. I now want to close that up because we don't need that open anymore. Come up to this little makeshift set of stairs I've got here so as I can do my roof when I'm done. And then come down here. Right, so now what I want to do is I want to put a bucket of water there. Bucket of water there. Take that. Bucket of water there. Take that. Bucket of water there. Take that. That there like that. And that there like that. So that should be source blockage the whole way along. Then I can get rid of these. It doesn't matter that they fall down because they'll just be collected up. If I then get out like that, get rid of that, get rid of that, they can go whizzing off like that. That's beautiful. Right, so now, oh no, I didn't mean to fall in the water then at all. Right, so now if let's just get myself out. Now what I need to do is I need to remove those bottom blocks, but what I also need to do is build a platform of cobble works, doesn't it? Build a platform, kind of the entire bottom side of this. So if I crouch, right, so the beginning of it, the very, very beginning of it is one beyond that. So if I come, this is the bottom corner. I come out this way. There. Whoop, there. And there. That's, yeah, that is the bottom corner. If I then just shove another one to make it easy for myself. Right, so what I now want to do is I want to make a platform. Yeah, no, I'm thinking, I'm sort of thinking on my feet here, because what I need to do is I need to make all of this area here source water blocks. But I'm not going to go ahead and do that in a horrible way. I think what I want to do is I want to, so if I come along here, shift, should be... Right, let's just count that. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then the end one is 8. So I'm just going to create a platform, and then we're going to do something a little bit clever. So if I 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, and then similarly this way, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, and then this way, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and that last one being 7. So just want to get rid of this. Okay, so what I need to do is I need to fill this in and create a tower, and I'm not decided if I'm going to do it, what I'm going to make it out of, and essentially create a tube that goes from here. Yes, I do. Create a tube that goes from the top to the bottom here, I reckon in glass, with a layer here. And then I'm going to do something clever. So I'll be back when I've done that. Right, so we have got, you can see here, a little platform that... Oh, I've not finished it. I thought I'd done all that. I'm going mad, peeps. I tell you, I'm going completely bonkers. Let's just get this in here. Have I got enough glass now? I think I might just about have enough glass to do this. Yeah, just. That was lucky. What was I thinking? Completely mad. Right, so what we're going to do is we're going to use our empty buckets from before. We're going to fill them up avec de l'eau. That's with water, off of French. And then we're going to run the same deal over here. So with that there, that there, that there, that there. It's a little bit harder when you stood in the water, I've got to be honest. So we've got water source blocks all the way along there, and then we get a water source block, stick it there, water source block, stick it there, water source block, stick it there, stick it there, water source block, stick it there, water source block, stick it there. Now that should give us a completely still area. Yes, it does. And now what we're going to do is we're going to get planting. Oh, don't throw it away. We're going to get planting. And we're going to put kelp in every hole. Like this. And away we go. Yeah, baby. Like this. Look, we are going. We're doing it for the kelp. We are doing it for the farm. But most of all, we're doing it for the memes. Oh, yeah. Hashtag meme competition. So what we've got here is loads and loads of kelp, which is great. And what we can do is we can then come up and we can remove the platform that we've put around this side. So this platform here, we can remove it. We can just take it out. And that's dead simple off of coming through the hole like this, he says. He hopes. He wants. So he's going to come this way, says he, and he is going to take out all of these blocks. And what that should do is drop the water all the way down in a tower into our little glass chamber. And we're not losing any of the blocks because they're either falling in the hole and then they're floating up, or I'm catching them, or they're going in our collection system. So it's all good. So if I get rid of this, get rid of this, get rid of this, get rid of this. There, there, and there. That one, that one. That one, and that one. There, there. Oh, didn't quite get that. There we go. There, 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 and there. And then come out, replace that glass, and that is now a flowy, watery bit. We can then come back down, not get swept into the sea by the water, and come around this way, and we'll find that already some of that kelp has started to grow. But we don't want it to... I'm going to come in. What we don't want is for it to grow up and make those source blocks into... Or these blocks here into source blocks. We want them to remain the same. So we are going to basically take it up to the level we want it, which is that level, I think, and then lose it like that. And then we're going to take it up to the level we want it really carefully, and then lose it. So you see the process. This is what we're trying to achieve. And then once I've done that, of course, what I could have done, I've just had a thought. If you're doing this yourself, don't put kelp everywhere. Just put kelp along the edges like this, because that will turn it all into source blocks anyway, won't it? And get rid of that. There we go. So if I get rid of all this kelp, we don't need this kelp. That's not necessary. We just need it along two edges. What a wally. I didn't think that one through. Right, that's all good. That's all good. We don't mind. Let's get rid of that. Oh, I forgot to take my breathing potion. Oh, I've got myself a nice breathing potion as well. Right, so come out. Come out, up, up, and up. Right, get yourself your breathing potion water thing. Get that in you. Get it down, you fella. Then come back inside here. You can breathe away and not lose nothing. Get rid of that one, that one, that one, and that one, and that one. And then all we're going to do is we're going to make these ones tall and get rid. It also means it's dead easy to see where you got to go as well, which is quite nice. That one tall. Get rid. And this one tall, get rid. And just carry on doing this until we've done it all the way around. Then those entirety of all of those water source blocks will then flow across the whole of the place, because we need everything to be water source right to the level here. That's what we need. Get rid of that. Up we go. Like that. And I'm just going to carry this on a speedy. Right, so there we go. So now we should have water source blocks right the way around this area here. So I'm just going to collect up all this kelp because I can. And it should still, in fact, let's just test it. It should still flow. If I go all the way, look, it should go up and then flow. Except it doesn't because it gets caught there, but that's all good. I'm going to come out here and out onto that. Block that up. So that's all glassy again. And we should have complete water source blocks all the way down. Then what we need to do is we need to very carefully, corners only at a time, is take out this layer. But we've got to take out the layer in a way that means that... Oi! Oh my goodness. Of course they're all coming up because that villager's been having a go, hasn't he? There are loads of them. Oh, thank goodness none of them got tridents. That would have been an absolute disaster. I'm going to have all of you. You know it's going to happen. Where's the last one of your mates? Come on. There you go. There you go. Right, so there were 5 of you. I just took out Zombie Little Mix all on my own. I am a genius. Right, so what I'm now going to do is I'm going to remove the whole of this platform, but corners at a time, because that will mean that each of these will be then a source block, because the block diagonally and diagonally will create a source block between them. So that way we don't have to do anything silly. So I'm not going to go in deep. I'm just going to take them out across the diagonal. And once I've done that, we've just got one more thing to do. So I'll be back when I finish this. So I've done that bit at the top, and of course what happens is one of these wet fellas comes along and tries to have another pop. So, oh, there we go. Oh, there's more of them. So I have noticed that it's very, very light around this little villager, which is good for the villager, but it's probably not amazing for being able to spawn these guys in. So I'm going to do something about that in a minute. But what we're going to do is we are going to take out, with the pickaxe. Oh, will you go away? Will you just go away? You're being a pain, and I'm going to run out of me water breathing, and it's going to be your fault, and I'm going to blame you, and then I'm going to be very cross. So let's get back here. So I want to take out, and of course what I need to do, I've just ruined the fact that there is not a water source block above the above there, which is not amazing, but it's okay, because when I take out these, that should replace the water source block. What I am going to do is I'm going to get rid of that, and I'm going to put in a piece of glass, which makes it dark, but that's all right. And if I then put that there, that there, that there, that there, and take all of these out, theoretically we should get bubbles all the way around, I think, from both the inside and the outside. I think it should sort it out. There we go. Right, so now it's proper fizzing. You can see that's proper fizzing all the way up to the top, which is amazing. And if I was to walk across here, I think that should start to capture fish and everything. So I'm just going to check that we got bubbles all the way up, because if we haven't, what we're obviously going to need to do is work out why we've not. But look, there's bubbles all the way up the whole thing, which is brilliant. How did Creeper get in there? Oh, for goodness sake. All right, Mr. Creeper, you come and have a go. I don't mind if you try and blow up. You're not allowed to blow up the glass, though. That would be bad. Come for me. Don't you want to come for me? Right. Oh, the last thing I want is some creeper blowing up my glass. There we go. Right, so that's that. If I now come out very carefully, there we go, and sleep. Oh, there's monsters nearby, are there? Amazing. How is there monsters nearby? That's what I want to know. Where have they come from? Tridents! Who's the Trident dude? There's a Trident dude. I'm not sure I want to take Trident dude on, to be honest. He's lobbing stuff at me like a good one. Where's he gone? I can't even see him. Go and have a go at the villager. Don't come for... I don't know where he is. Right, but what I am going to do is I'm going to come up here. Because what we have got coming up here is, if I just open the chest first, see what we've got. Right, so we've got all the stuff that we dropped in earlier in a load of kelp, which is good. And you can see we've got a few fish flapping all the way across as well, because they're getting caught in it. And eventually what we should find is we get a few drowns coming along as well. That's coming from all around the... Where are you coming from? Have you run away again? No, I give up. I give up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come up here. I'm going to open these up. And what hopefully we'll find is eventually we'll get some drowns coming up here. They've not come up yet, which worries me a little bit. I'm going to be honest. I was hoping I'd have had something by now. But maybe, just maybe, it takes a little bit of time to activate itself. So what I'm going to do in the meantime, I'm going to come up and finish this roof, I reckon. Alright, so there's... Right, so I've got to work out why. Ow! Oh, that really hurt! Right, so I'm going to come... I think I've got to rejiggle what's going on with this farm here. Because that's not quite working, is it? Why is that not working? They're not coming up far enough. Right, so I need a rejig. Back in a minute. But before we finish it off, we have got a mate to put in a mate space. So here we go. We're coming up to the first floor because this is the ground floor. This is the first floor. This is not the first floor down here. The first floor is up here. And this is because the ground floor is on the ground. I may have said this before and I certainly will be saying this again. I'm up on the first floor and we're going to put our first personage right here. And this is episode, is it 47? I've changed that if I've got it wrong. And this is going to be Candid Idol 5400. Candid Idol 5400 is commenting all the time, contributing. It is the way this is meant to be. Real positive influence on the community. Candid Idol, thank you very, very much. You are very welcome in the made space. You are here. Right, time to go back and fix that farm because I am not happy with it at all. Let's get cracking. Right, so I think I've sussed it. It needs some fine tuning, I'm not going to lie to you, but what I've done, can you see it? I've taken out another row of glass up the top. I do get a little bit of lag when I'm around all of these entities, which isn't amazing. So I just close that. You can see I've got another row of trapdoors there. Now I'll explain why I've got those trapdoors there in a minute. Oh. What? What's dying? Is there a little baby one? Ah, right. Oh, there was one there, look. So it did work. Now, the problem I've got here, this is the problem. This is why I've put the other trapdoors at the top. It's because this water now allows it to float. So if it doesn't come across it properly, i.e. the collection thing doesn't come across it properly, then it floats up away from the collector and therefore you can't do it. So basically at the moment the only way you can do it is by being next to it and collecting it, which is fine. I don't mind doing that, and sometimes it does collect it, but I can't put a source block here because if I put a source block there, that causes the drowns to float away from the kill zone, which is not what we want, obviously. So it sort of works, but it needs a little bit of fine tuning. I'm very, very, very open to you guys having some ideas as to what might work ever so slightly better. I'm just going to open up these ones. But obviously we can still... Just getting out of the way. Can you see the lag? It's just appalling, isn't it? Because of all those entities. I just need to change the amount of virtual RAM I've got allocated to the game, I think. But that is really, really bad. Right, anyway, so let's get away from that. What I've also done, which I'm going to need to dive into the water to show you, which I can't do over the wall, you foolish man. What I've also done, if I dive down here, you can see I've put a layer of soul sand on the top of the pod. That is then going to act as bubbles across the entirety of that 5x5 square and capturing everything, which is great. So that was obviously one issue because things were going into the middle square, the middle 3x3 of that area, and as a result it wasn't happening. What is going on with my frame rate? Oh my goodness, it is just crazy. It's stopping me from being able to drive, and we all know I can barely drive as it is. Anyway, right, so let's get away from it. There you go. So that is the farm, and so far it has collected a few bits. I've got some fish, I've got some rotten flesh. Just get rid of that, shove that in there as well. So, and it's collected up all of the kelp and the blocks that I dropped in earlier. which is obviously nice. And it collected up that little bit of glowstone that I popped out of the villager at the bottom. So that's quite nice as well. So it is kind of working, but not perfectly. So it's over to you guys. What is the best way to make this work better? So there you go. I love the fact the fish bounce around inside it. It'd be really nice if it was more efficient at collecting the fish, obviously. But it's not. And you know what? I'll live with it. It's absolutely fine. It did whack a dolphin out a little bit earlier, which I felt really quite bad about. But, you know, these things happen. Such is. Never mind, Flipper. But what we've got now is a challenge for you to optimise this farm so as I can make it better than it is right now. Look, stuff's falling out the front of it. How can I optimise that collection system? Do I need to do something like a longer drop, perhaps? So it drops into the kill chamber without looting. And I could put a source blocks into the kill chamber then, so things get sucked down onto the mapper blocks. Maybe that is a solution. But what do you reckon, people? Do let me know. And also, if you've enjoyed the video, please do remember to hit that like button. It'd be great to know you're enjoying it, and I will keep on making them. Also, if you haven't done it already, please do hit that subscribe button. It'd be great to see you in my sub club, and I look forward to seeing you in another video. You take it easy now. Bye.